Hey guys, Bowie here, and this is things I've learned with Secret.Dendi Alchemist in 7.19. This is obviously a joke, as you know Dendi is just standing in for Secret and he's been grinding Dota even harder than normal. In this game, he's playing versus a Pugna. This is a rough lane for the Alchemist, and before we even start talking about it, I just want to show you the most classy and cute play I've seen this entire month. So Dendi is taking a beating from the Pugna. He hits this creep once, knows he can't commit for it or else he will get denied. So look how he uses the salve. He then hides behind his own branch so the Pugna cannot cancel it. Then he eats the tree, and since the creep's the aggro, he can actually go into the high ground and Pugna has no vision to cancel the salve. MMR is indeed just a number, but Dendi knows what he's doing. That being said, despite the cute play, this is a hard lane and Dendi plays accordingly. He got extra tangos, then he gets 2 salves and a mango. And the reason for the mango is that your only weapon in lane is your acid spray. Without that skill, your base damage is too low to actually get CS, and the Pugna has free reign to hit you because he won't really care about anything. Also note that he uses the mango but drops the Wraith Band for efficiency. Unfortunately though, not only this is an awfully hard matchup, there's a Chan that hates Dendi in the enemy team and he just keeps going for him. So even after burning 2 salves, he buys another one, and the reason for it is very simple. Alchemist can jungle, but Pugna just takes your towers too fast. Also, the Chan will be hunting you down anyways. At this stage, it's not worth to jungle if he loses his tower. Another important point is him getting Concoction at level 5. This is normally not the best idea, but against the Pugna it's a necessity, or else he can solo kill you at level 6. Even then, he gets taken down with the constant Chan rotations. Despite all that, he kept going back to the mid lane. He only tries to jungle when the Jakiro goes mid so that the tower doesn't fall too fast. When you're on the Dire side, this is the most efficient area to farm by a huge margin when you're an Alchemist. You will see Dendi ignoring pretty much all the other camps as long as these camps have creeps. As long as you have level 2 acid spray, you can draw aggro from both camps and just farm super effectively. In terms of item builds, nothing really changed since the Sumail video I made. Alchemists still go for treads and Aquila, and in fact, when they're not ulted, they farm with edgy treads, even though Alchemist is a strength hero. Your DPS is slightly higher on Edgy because of the Quelling Blade giving so much raw damage, so the attack speed really helps. The only reason Dendi loses his tier 1 at 10 minutes is that he finds this haste rune, and he just goes for a kill and he gets it, but then he had no mana to TP back and defend that lane. Well, he gets a stack, since he's already bottom. I really like how he just farms a couple of creeps and then he ults and TPs mid. Not only you want to keep that tower healthy, these creeps here are way juicier in experience. And experience is everything for a lot of heroes. Alchemist is definitely one of those. Another thing to mention that I don't know how obvious it might be for the viewers is that you should max acid spray before your passive. A lot of people think that they will farm faster maxing Grievous Grid, but this hero skyrockets in farm because of acid spray. You clear jungle camps way too slow if you only get 1 or 2 points in it. Sometimes you can get away with 3 points in acid since the scaling is not great from level 3 to 4, but less than that will hurt your radiance timing for sure. Another thing I want to talk about is how he rarely acid sprays creep waves after the laning stage. You really need that skill to jungle, and this is the usual time you should go for it. Elk is a terrible tower hitter, and Dendi is way too weak to be pressuring the tower anyways. Note how he ignores all the camps and walks towards the magic spot right away. He also only goes for the clarity after leaving the lane, so it's less likely to get cancelled. One big change on Alchemist that I still think a lot of people don't know about is the Dispel on Chemical Rage. Then he gets spotted in his jungle, and you can see that he doesn't ult as soon as he sees the enemy. The weight dispel both the Crapify and Veil, which severely undermine Radiant's gank, not only because he's not slowed, but because there's less damage. If he was even more patient, he could have dispelled the Penitence, but either way he lives, also thanks to that concoction that he has learned. And his reaction is just perfect. Even though he survived, he's nowhere near ready to fight. This TP not only puts him closer towards the Radiant, it also gives him a stack that he beautifully farms. See how by placing it this way he takes less damage, since most of the time the creeps are walking instead of actually hitting him. If you're just close to the creeps, they're just gonna be hitting you the entire time. If you pay attention, he was jungling with strength treads there, but now that he lost some HP and he has the relic, he uses it on agility, not only because he's gonna deal more damage, but because he's gonna get healthier faster. Everything has a price though. Radiant took all the outer towers top, while Dendi farmed the Radiance. He eventually gets it, and most of the time, players will go for Blink Dagger before the Manta. There are games where you really cannot kill anyone, or you just really need a Dispel, so you're probably gonna get the Mentor, but in this game, then they decided to get Blink. Getting on top of the Pugna is easy, and until he has A on disc, he'll constantly die if he's alone. In this case, the Gyro is the prey, and it just showcases how much value Blink Dagger can offer on this hero. He does die, but only after buying his Yasha, meaning he lost absolutely no gold. And this is probably one of the most iconic rotations a Dire Alchemist can go for. Farming the sweet spot, getting double bounties while going back and farming it again. He amassed 1.3k gold in less than 30 seconds, so always keep an eye for a TP to the top shrine when possible. As he keeps pushing the lane, note how he doesn't acid spray the waves. Unless you're afraid for your life and you need to take the wave super fast, or there's just way too many creeps, like in this case, you already clear the waves fast enough with Radiance, meaning you can use the acid spray to draw aggro from different camps, or just farm the Ancients faster. This game was rough for Dendi, and while he finishes the Mentor, he already died fighting twice. He had some good showings, but the burst damage on Radiant is insane, so actually waiting for the level 20 plus Octarine power spike is what he should be focusing on. After they remove the Alch illusions from getting Grievous Greed, sometimes it can be confusing whether it's better to farm the wave yourself and jungle with illusions or the opposite. Unless you're already level 25 and you don't care about experience, or you're super scared to actually go to the lane, sending the illusions like Dendi does here is just better. Dendi kept farming until the power spike we talked about, and this hero here, with this power spike, just shreds pretty much any hero. Pugna is no exception, and Radiant just crumbles. They get the Roshan, and one cute play I want to mention is that instead of just trying to high ground or use the Aegis, since Dendi is that farmed, he waits. After all, he's super farmed, right? Just go in. He waits for the next runes. Dendi himself gets 1.4k gold from bounties alone, and they just win shortly after. As of always, guys, thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing to the video. If you want more Bowie in your life, Twitter is where I voice my thoughts randomly about the Odin life. Twitch is where I play and stream. Follow and subscribe if you can. And Instagram is this new thing that I don't really use much, but I should, and I would love to have you guys there. There's also a Discord channel where people can just interact. And I guess that's it, guys. As I said, I will be uploading more videos. I'm struggling to actually find games to cast or just gigs, so I do have some free time, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. I know this video is a little bit short, but this game was actually pretty short, and I do have a guide on Alchemist that is not very old, so if you want to know more about the hero, just check that video. The hero actually didn't change much, or none at all, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.